sure this will be fine and not at all emotional. It's a small miracle. So small, so miracle. Little and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you will have heard, your few scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops on the Magnaglakis that the Form's airship had landed. It was then the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you're ready to... When you say additional support, do you mean my friends, who I have not seen this entire game, the two best boys, who are definitely in love? When you say them, can I hope? Can I hope that my boys are back? I've been waiting so patiently. There's several characters that I thought would be like major players in this expansion who have not showed up at all. Several cutscenes will play in sequence? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Or to participate in battle. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think they have this well in hand at all. This is a mess.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same we fled.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a POV of that guy changing.
Final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
Hell yes.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh shit, are we playing as them? Oh no. Oh no, hold on.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Oh my god.
Help is at hand.
What does 3 do? What the? Get better, you idiot!
Leave it to me.
Yo, that's so cool looking!
Those who can stand, come with me.
You're safe now.
Oh, I need to calm them. Oh, shit.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
I want to soak this up with him? I can't. This guy's gonna die. This boy's about to die.
Someone, please!
What?
Whoa, it's your big boy!
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Oh!
Forward!
single fiend escape! Wait, that's... Euless and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid, for once.
Sorry, I didn't hear you!
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Fucking Garleans.
Of that I've no doubt.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial army. Oh!
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Or do they just like play a red mage? I can do that! What I was born to do! Oh, that is the wrong thing. Oh, they were like, oh, do you just want to have easy mode? Yeah, okay, sure. Yes, very much so. I'm a little jealous, I'm not even gonna lie. This girl I'll live it on easy street. God. Screw it.
Not today.
Wasn't even, you weren't even trying to kill us there, you big idiot. Do I want this? Sure I do. Sure I do. Sure I do. You're going to that one, I'll go to this one. Look at us. Teamwork.
I'm not done yet.
Nothing to worry about. The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
I'll stand here with you! That seems smart! That's a neat trick!
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
I taught her everything she knows. Even terrible phrases. Don't worry, I'm ready to unleash hell on this guy. Let me have that 7. Let me have this. It's not Alice if she doesn't limit break on a fool.
On guard.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you, from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Then she can cast heal again right after that. So, like, bring someone else, quick.
Look out!
Get out of here! Quickly!
They gave the trailer scene to Graha? You know what? That boy deserved it. That boy deserved it.
I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Oh! What up, haters? Oh. This is precisely why she never give your squad regimen. Yeah. Do I say that? Do I say that like I mean that, or do I? Am I?
I can look after myself, you know.
No way, us red mages stick together. We got this.
Everything's in order, I trust?
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Oh, a trio for the ages.
I got what I wanted. Oh my god. Like, you guys have fun over there. I got this. Ow. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Just the beginning.
I'd find you here. This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
I am in your debt.
Now, where were we?
I'm not going to say I got a little choked up doing that, but rewind the tape. I could barely speak at one point. That was great.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
More of them.
Xenos!
I was wondering. I was wondering when.
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
Shh, I'm still on about that. I'll say, I'm still on about that rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine, yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about.
This dude just said... I unabashedly love Xenos. This dude was just like, I kill people, and I help bring about the end of the world, and I do all these fucking things for you, and you don't even want to fight me? He's like, fine. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not even gonna try anymore. What a character.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing! You slaughtered your countrymen! You did! For what?
For nothing, in the end. So much wasted effort.
Holy shit! Wow.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends. Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race. And there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Girl!
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scions' methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Oh. It was better than any joke I could have made. Holy shit. That was great. Can I tell you, even though it's very on the nose, even though it's so incredibly on the nose, I simply do not care. Little JC, the Warrior of Light, is infinitely selfless, doing everything for everyone else. In fact, spent an entire expansion not sleeping the entire time. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't until the very end the man finally got some rest. Xenos, his arch nemesis, his best friend, the only one who truly understands him, only does stuff for himself. And Alice was like, you big idiot. If you only do things for yourself, you're going to be alone forever. That's so on the nose, but so beautiful. Got his ass. Got his ass. It's on the nose, but it's where it belongs. Shine it up real nice. Call me Rudolph. It's right on the nose. That the final day should manifest here too. After everything these people have suffered, is a fate cruel beyond words. Nevertheless, with allies old and new at our side, there is yet reason to be hopeful. It's been a while since last we spoke. For some time I was not myself. Lucy and the others told me what happened that night, and about the events that took place while I was receiving treatment. It was only then that I realized the lengths that you and yours go to. I know I might never be able to repay you, but I'll be damned if I don't try. Most of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for everything you've done and continue to do for the sake of my people. At the very least, I'm glad our own members are accounted for. We couldn't save them all, but if we'd arrived any later, it would have been a massacre. Things were looking bleak until you and the First showed up. Though there'll be time later to discuss your journey to the First, there is one thing I must ask. Did you perchance speak to our friends in the Crystarium? Dude, they're doing great. Lena and Beck look both warn me against overexerting myself? Strange they would express such similar sentiments. Identical, in fact. But their advice is duly noted. I think it's a thing you do. This is the continent's base of operations, I take it. Yeah, you take that. To see Zeno standing there, so uncaring, unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they don't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. We did a thing. I'm so close.
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur.
Of all the flourished pronunciation shit coming out of this man's mouth, he didn't say envoy, he said envoy? I think he's faking that accent. I think the man's faking that accent. I think that's fake. I don't believe it anymore.
And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
And that was it, his explanation. Wait, so there are rabbits on the moon?
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait. Did you hear something just now?
That man's ears went blink. What? What? How dare they? How dare they?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
How dare this boy walked his ass to Garlemald from the moon? How dare they?
Dawn may banish, even the darkest night. And to this bitter climb bring warmth and comfort.
Oriange, you son of a bitch!
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Alisei heats herself by sass. Alisei keeps warm through the power of sass. I get it. It's a long story tradition from our Ascian ancestors. We learned everything from them.
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
They did not have to make him jiggle like that. Look at that man jiggle. Oh, man.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit a theorist. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
I, more than life itself, wish I was in the recording studio for just this voice actor. I would have been all smiles. All smiles. Oh my god.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
That's just my voice.
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Oriange's inferior works no more.
Someone get that bun some pudding!
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Hydaelyn's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
They're perfect.
Forgive me, but are they...
This man is like, I would rather die on the planet.
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydaelyn's right paw. That last bit is very important, as am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I, bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights. Oh, that's the one.
I am no esteemed philosopher of eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Will thou attend us at the forum and lend thine own wisdom?
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, man.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Someone help this poor guy. Someone help him out. That dude doesn't deserve that. That kid is the Xenos of pudding. Now, I don't want to talk about paradoxes, but was he always obsessed with pudding and then became Pudding Way? Or did he choose Pudding Way and then became obsessed with finding pudding? It's a question I have. Think about it. It's chicken and egg. It's chicken and egg. We need answers. A lot of paradoxes in this game right now. I dare say Master Fortuno was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Hydaelyn's lunar custodians. As he will soon discover, they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostrum. I just want... Oh my god, there's a thing right there. Shut up, baby. What are you doing up here, Babeth? Gazing out upon the ocean like this sets my adventurous spirit ablaze. Yeah, why not adventure forth and find them? Good point. By the way. Babeth, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Babeth? Oh, hello. I'm saving the world. How about them potatoes? Huh? What do you guys see over there? You staring at you? Hey, you two staring at that statue's butt? Nice. Ah, that specimen came from the moon! How dare they? Is there a quest name that wizard came from the moon? There's gotta be, right? At some point in this game there has to have been. With all the meme quest names they have. Not that I'm complaining, Arianche, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Atheris, I did inadvertently awaken in the Loperids a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I've news to share regarding our study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Hydaelyn's Elpis flower lead? Eight hours later. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days? If it and the Akasha are one and the same, this all but proves it on his theory. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast, dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of the great expanse. Meteion. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen citizens that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Atheris. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim. To punch Meteion in the face. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteion, and we deliver the world from the final days. But to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Meteion escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Viera, the woman who would become Hydaelyn. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Hydaelyn and the Viera you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Hydaelyn possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Atheris, not stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteion? The Viera I know would never give up. That's my impression, too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So, what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Metion. Look, I wasn't there. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon whosoever she has made, wheresoever she has made her nest. And communing with Hydaelyn must, by necessity, come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly, not. Though we enlisted the help of Arnvald and other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper of Hydaelyn, even from within the Antitower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instruction from Hydaelyn. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for absorbing... it's the other part of the Labyrinthos! Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. And Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Yeah, Tataru! Yeah, Tataru! 'Twas Hydaelyn's commandment that in the event Zodiac should perish, the Loporrits were to deliver the people of Aetheris from harm. Though that be the limit of their duties, they possess knowledge unparalleled of the great expanse and the means of its traversal. Should they be persuaded to assist in our efforts to reach Metion, we would do well to heed their counsel. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of Hermes and his motives, but like we discussed at the Great Work, when faced with the harsh realities of life, some seek the release of death, others grow defiant. They fight. Either way, we're to punch a kid in the face. Well, that was much quicker response than I was expecting. Nice to know our efforts on the Magna Glacis didn't go unnoticed. Father has granted us the opportunity we've been waiting for. Though we know not what information, if any, they intend to reveal, there's only one way to find out. To the Rostra! I wasn't paying attention. I've been drinking for the last few days. I hope you don't mind me staying behind. The roster reminds me a bit too much of the supremely scary tribunal in Ishgard. You'll forgive me if I keep my distance. After you left for Garlemald, I went to Labyrinthos and tried to reach Hydaelyn using the Elpis flowers. Alas, my attempts were in vain. I can only assume that she has spent a vast amount of her power in the confrontation with Fandaniel and is presently unable to communicate. Indeed, as her presence left my body, I could feel how faint it had grown. Master Matoya has suspected for some time that the Forum has been constructing a new facility for the purpose of surveying the Ethereal Sea. Of course, as the custodian of the Antitower, which would presumably be rendered obsolete as a result, she has a few things to say about that. Nothing that should be repeated in polite company, you understand? She was like, those bitches! Those old bitches! After sending Graha and Astinium back to Garlemald, I stayed in Locus Amenius for a time. Being an imperial province, it was already in turmoil before the onset of the final days. You wouldn't believe the difficulties we had overseeing the evacuation of the villages we visited. I have faith the detachment we left behind will continue our work and shepherd the people to safety. To what safety can be found in a world coming to an end? To think the crystal tower of the first, capable of such feats, send one soul into the distant past. The events you witnessed and helped shape may yet hold the key to forestalling the final days. I'm reminded of dear friends in a future I unmade, whose selfless efforts saw the 8th umbral calamity averted. And this time, at least, too much has been sacrificed for us to abandon Aetheris now. It was like a reindeer. The forum is in session, and as such, the roster is closed to visitors, sir. A scion of the 7th dawn? Very well. You may wait in the corridor, sir. Of course. Entry will only be permitted on condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, this sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Sir. Hey, Wiretapper, are you on the council? This is good for me. Oh. Tessa, they're not gonna let a fish on the council. That's not happening. They're not gonna let a fish on the council. You crazy. OG Grandpa.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the 7th Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate.
Order! Order!
All in favor of agreeing to the Scions' terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
I don't know how we got here in this story, but here we are. This is where we're at. This is what's happening. This is it. This is what we're doing. Well, I very much take issue with the Forum's approach to selecting whom to save and when. They're not wrong for wanting to minimize potential conflicts. Fortunately, if this plan of ours actually works, the Great Exodus itself will become entirely unnecessary. Whew. I'll admit, bringing up the issue of the Forum's incomplete arc was more than a little daunting. They were, to their credit, quite open about the current state of affairs. What was even more surprising, though, was when they took Alphino up on his offer. They put you on the council, Tessa? I'm a little vexed that we've yet to learn of the Forum's replacement for the Anti-Tower, though I expect in time they'll share that too with us, and with Master Matoya, if they've any sense. I'm gonna need Matoya to show up here like, these bitches! The further we pursue the mysteries of the universe, the more I struggle to comprehend the fortuitous nature of time itself. We measure and quantify it based on observations of celestial bodies, such as the sun and moon, but from your account it's unclear whether the ancients viewed time in a similar manner. I mention this because while Venant knew the final days would reoccur at a defined point in the future, he presumably had no way of knowing exactly when. Even so, the completion of the Forum's preparations to escape to the moon, aligning so closely with the advent of the final days, is surely no coincidence. Bro, I created a paradox. She then the thing, and then like the reason why she. You don't want to ask these questions. Perhaps if Migasoma was still alive, in the traditional sense, that is, he could have offered to help the vessel attain the necessary speeds. Then again, there's no guarantee his contribution would make enough of a difference to matter. Of late, I have seen no sign of the Loperites. This being their first opportunity to experience the wonders of Sharlayan, the potential for misadventure is nigh infinite. My affinity for espionage may have earned me the title of Archon, but I was completely unaware of the Forum's plans. There may have been clues here and there, but had I been in mind of looking for them, but contemplating that possibility only serves to further wound my pride. Not that anyone could have realistically surmised their brilliant stratagem was to build a giant ship, fly it to the moon, still a larger vessel in truth, and then use that to travel to another star. Even now, the whole idea seems positively absurd when spoken out loud. Yeah, it does! Rest assured, I have every intention of honoring the Forum's decision. Sorry about not letting the rest of you in on my plan. I was, admittedly, thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both a means of communing with Hydaelyn and reaching Meteion, in the spur of the moment I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the Ark as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I'd like to think it's not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. Oh my god. I can think of two. I can think of two associates. Oh my god. I need this so badly. I need it so badly. This better happen. This shit better happen. It might behoove us to learn how the ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. How can I be so close and so far away? As instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner. Meet me outside the Archeon. I trust you can make your own way there. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? Yeah, we'll just teleport. Cheese and crackers. Right into the water. Do they intend to carry everything in the Archeon to the moon? They said they'd started loading scientific records and biological samples, but do they really need all of it? It seems so long ago we first set foot here. Where once we refused entry, we're now welcomed as guests. Among the many and varied documents sent to the moon, I did chance upon several inventories made in the Archeon. Mayhap the Forum believed such records provide insight into the intricacies of clerical duties. Regardless, the Loperites did not consider them worthy of more than a cursory glance. Some would surely object to the Forum allowing foreign elements to have the run of their secret facilities. We should count ourselves lucky. It has been many moons since I last visited Labyrinthos. As vast as the archives were back then, they've only continued to grow in the days since. That we have been granted permission to enter the lower level is proof of our increased standing. Would that they had been willing to confide in us sooner. I don't understand the appeal of reshaping it to look like the world above. Make your peace with what it is, or go outside if that is what you prefer. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum in its wisdom has granted you access to the Archon's lift. Step inside and have Ovalin take you to the medial circuit. I forgot about this guy! And vanish. And he's gone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! You wish to use the lift? Yes. I do wish. I do wish. You're so cute! I've sent your associates ahead to Logos Station Alpha, on the other side of the Myriad Agronomics. Doop, beep, boop, boop, beep. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... Oh, never mind. It can wait. Let's attend to the matter at hand. Boop, beep, boop, boop. So let's go this way to here. And we'll do the Lost Troll quest. And then I'm going to hit 90, and I hate to break it to you. Once I hit 90, I'm going to switch over to Paladin so I can catch up. That probably means I'm going to have to stop doing story and just start running dungeons. I know it's not convenient for you, but it is something I want to do. Oh, dearie me! My sweetest shaggles, one of Archeon's precious samples has fled. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? My apologies. I'm Noelle Tia, an archivist. The Archeon is home of various samples collected from all across the star. This one is Little Tiny Cutie Pie, a young troll to be specific. Go find him for me and I'll let you fly. You okay? Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'll go right now. Oh, you're making me go up into here, eh? Okay. I'll do it. Can I not make it? I can make it. Never tell me what I can't do. Booping. Boo-doo. I like to imagine they pump this music in to make everyone go crazy. There's loudspeakers everywhere, and they were like, pump in the latest Charlian hit. Boop, 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 boop. I assume there isn't a... I don't get my level 90 gear until the end, right? Like, I have to beat the game first. I don't have to beat the game first? When do I get my level 90 stuff? Do I get it from the job quests? How do I get my level 90 gear? I see. I was unable to find the specimen either. However, I did meet someone who claimed to have seen him in the Mornvale Forest. This is still happening. Wait, where do I get it then? Where do I get my level 90 gear? Hold on now. It's gonna pop up right here, right? It's gonna be like, have a quest. Maybe I'll get it. Yes, there can be no doubt. These are Shaggle's footprints. I've uncovered the specimen's trail. Should be close. You find it under threat from local... Yeah, alright. Everything's under threat. It be that way, bro. Everything's under threat. Shaggles, no, I'll save you! You leave Shaggles alone, you sons of bitches. He's so cute. Oh, I'm so glad you're unharmed. You're all safe now. Come on, let's go home, sweetie. Gerland's buffoon, Gert. What? The Archon is under threat. You must do something, Gert. What? What is this threat? I'm not even gonna ask. I've seen some shit. Yeah, you can understand me? Wait, are you able to... Is this Detective Pikachu? Incredible! I've never met someone with such skill before. This bundle of joy was born in Labyrinthos. However, he was abandoned by his mother in quite the state by the time we found him. Right. We elected to use him as part of a study into the effects of growing up in an artificial environment. I had seen him making gestures that indicated he'd been reading the tomes here. He just, like, learned smarts? He's book read? Though I do wonder exactly why you're able to understand him and I'm not. Really? Oh, what I wouldn't give to understand him too. Yeah, you possess the echo, don't you? I find it difficult the way you kind do, but I suppose it makes sense if you understand my general sentiments. I happen to learn said power from the tomes in the Archeon. Honestly, that buffoon over there is surrounded by a sea of knowledge and makes no effort to engage with it. At any rate, I'm glad to finally have someone to talk to. As I was saying earlier, the Archeon is in grave danger. Some careless leader managed to bring woodworms in them during the visit. If we leave them be, they're bound to cause irreparable damage to the materials of the facility. I tried my best to tell that buffoon, but it was no use. That's why I took a chance and went in search of some of my own kind to see if they would help. But you saw how that turned out. Well, what is he saying? Oh, dearie me. Still, it was most courageous of him to try and solve the issue on his own. Now that we're aware of it, we need to sort out this pest problem at once. Would you mind helping out a little longer? You're the only one who can understand him, after all, and he seems moments ahead of us with regards to the situation at hand. Yep, totally gonna help. Definitely gonna help. Super excited to help. What? What is this? Silky pudding! Here, I'm gonna give you a carrot of happiness. Bring me some silky pudding. Bring me some silky pudding. So bring me some silky pudding and I will eat it. Where am I at? I'm so close. Come on, video game. What do I need? Like 200,000 experience? That's so much experience, by the way. By the by, that's a ton of experience for... They really making me do this last level bit. That's fine. It'd be that way sometimes. Oh, no, I can't vroom? I can't vroom over that? I realized that I get experience for discovering new zones, or like new areas of the map. So really all I gotta do is just get down here, and that's like, oh, you want experience? Bang, bang, boom, you got it. Ooh, that looks like freaking Baldagor. Minas Morgul. kids. I wonder what this place is actually for. The further underground we go, the more surprises we find. The fields we passed along the way brought back memories of Ferndale. Unfortunately, we're never blessed with such abundant crops. We must be close to the central circuit, which is where Charlene's greatest secrets are held. The tomes I perused told the whole story. On our journey here, I was filled with an inexplicable sense of elation to see vegetables other than carrots being cultivated. Why, it near brought a tear to mine eye. Knowing the Forum, even the people working down here probably kept in the dark about the true purposes of this place. Oh, there you are. Having words with Master Foshinor by any chance? We are to wait here while Father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here, being Logger Station Alpha, the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. It's got me tongue-tied. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. How very, Elpis of them. Hold on. How do you know so much about it? Why, Father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with Grandfather. The night before, I'd asked Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. It is all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporrits to recreate a similar environment, I've come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique, yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Hydaelyn unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the great exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loporrits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you to enter the central circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the great exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and will have free reign to come and go as you please, such was the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust, your trust. Then let us proceed. To level 90! Speak with Hester. Hester is the most Charlian name I've ever heard. Ooh, we're here. We might finally have a chance to commune directly with Hydaelyn, provided we somehow manage to succeed where Charlian's finest engineers have failed. Still, it won't hurt to have a look. This is it. The Central Conduit Circuit. Make up words while you're at it, Jesse. Please tell me we're almost there. Or is there another underground level we have to reach? An even more central circuit, perhaps? The farther down we travel, the more expansive the sky becomes. Artificial, though it is. Would the heavens elsewhere could be so idyllic. Idyllic? I imagine the secrets kept here would be of great benefit to mine own research, but I will refrain from indulging my curiosity for the time being. The sooner we can get a look at this ether burner of theirs, the sooner we can start working out how to improve it. I have no idea what makes Alphino so confident we can solve this problem of theirs. Relentless optimism, I presume. A not unwelcome trait in a youth, but less so in a gambler. Let us resolve never to let him set foot in the gold saucer. They included this man for his high levels of sass. The temperature environment here is not unlike that of Bestway's burrows, though the diverse vegetation doth produce far more complex bouquet of aromas. A welcome difference indeed, for I have grown weary of the scent of carrots. Ether burners being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol Dankol, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions are made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Am I gonna ever complete this quest? Jeez, crackers. Also, I'm gonna get this thing. Alright. That's that. How many more do I need? I only need 100,000 more. We're there. We're almost there. Bing, bang, boom. That's another location. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Why you say nay to me? Why you say nay to me? I wish to be level 90 now, thank you. Did I read this already? I don't think so. While many of the facilities within the central circuit seem to be visible from the upper levels, the more secretive work must be carried out behind closed doors. I was expecting the Skystale manufactory, but instead I find a village smithy. Surely the Form hath already petitioned the aid of the Loporits, given their familiarity with such technologies. Is he talking to himself? He looks lost in thought, although it seems he's hit something of a stumbling block. For a closely guarded secret, you can see practically everything from the outside, even with the magical barrier surrounding it. Hasn't even realized we're here, or perhaps he has and just doesn't care. This is the man we seek. Do not try to startle him. Perhaps you'd like to break the ice. Sure.
I could swap them out. No, been there, done that.
Damn near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, masterful, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse.
Who let this man have such fabulous hair?
Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Huh. Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
I assume that's special dialogue? That's great. You want me to go and fetch the what's it?
Heavens, are you all right? You look pale as a... Well... Best put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours. What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
Are we about to use primals to power Starship? What? That is as ludicrous as it is incredible. That's what that means, right?
Done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship.
That's what this means, right?
I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Unless I'm misreading what they Because he was like, what else do you need from there? And like, oh, Sharlayan's, in Othard they have those artifacts. And the only artifacts I remember from Othard are the ones that are like Susano related. You know what I mean? Like, or that's all I, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm missing out on this and I don't understand what they mean. But that's what I think. Right? I don't know.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
He's so happy. My boy. Oh, he's so proud. He's like, oh shit, he is coming from my seat. I should go study or something. Oh my god. Oh, we did it. That's appreciate is what that word is. Appreciate you doing all this, but I ain't getting my hopes up just yet. There are no oaths or contracts binding the members of the Ilsabard contingent, and in many ways, it was even more loosely organized than the Crystal Braves. Nevertheless, I knew none would refuse this call to arms. Truly, we have been blessed with trustworthy and dependable allies. Time and time again, it seems that Allagan something or other are either the cause or the solution to our problems. To think the self-same materials that once launched Garlemald will now be used to help ferry mankind to the moon. There's a poetry in that. I'm confident that even the deadliest of Allagan defense mechanisms are no match for our allies. At this rate, some of them might soon have as many accomplishments to their names as a certain warrior of light. Considering how much of a fuss he made at the time, I don't see why he takes every opportunity to bring it up. It's just firewood. What serendipitous irony that the remnants of the 7th umbral calamity would become the keys to mankind's salvation. Never more certain have I been that Master Louisoix watcheth over us from the ethereal sea. First the Telophoroi, and now the final days. No one can accuse the Ilsbar contingent of backing down from a challenge. Of course, they weren't all so committed to the cause when we first set out. But after seeing the example set by you, Alphino and the others, the change was palpable. They couldn't help but believe. Though Bahamut is long gone, the internment hulks are far from safe. It could be worse, of course. They don't have to fight their way past Myricidian dragons, nor is there any danger the Elder Primal might be summoned again. Even so, I dare say there are still a fair few Allagan creations and contraptions remaining to bar our friend's way. I only hope Grandfather watches over them. It's times like these that we're reminded of how famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I have a contact of my own that might be worth trying. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. On that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Who this gonna be, girl? Level 90! What? Oh my god. They don't want me to have this. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah, oh my god.
Our course of action is clear.
We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viera, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and good speed.
We're getting everyone? Ooh!
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still,
Yeah, that's true.
It has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Oh!
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk.
It's a girl. It's a girl, Monago.
Why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiencies so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Pimpalimo, the greatest hero. Pimpalimo, the greatest Lalafell hero.
There you are! We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already... That was a roar! A dragon's roar!
Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh shit!
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Amazing! Amazing! Hello, my future bunny friends! Yay, yay! What is this, wiretapper? What are you giving me? What is this? Pudding flesh? I don't think that's gonna be helpful, but I'll take it.